Hey guys, some of you on this channel know that I had an album called Pity Party that got crowdfunded in January of 2020 that I was gonna make and hopefully release in May or September of 2020, around that area, and it kind of fell through the cracks. Now, I kind of want to describe what happened because I feel bad, and I also want to let you guys know that it's gonna come. It's taken a long time to get to the point where I kind of was in 2020 to 2019 in terms of my studio space, but I'll just describe it real quick for you, all right? In 2019, I used to have a separate studio space in a garage that I got acoustically treated. And I had a garage, and then I lived inside the house. And this house was in my family for a long time, so I had rent control, and I knew the landlord really well, and I was able to kind of do whatever I wanted. So I built that studio, and that was great. That's where I made Stick Around. That's where I mixed and mastered a lot of things. And I used to be PC based, so it was all on one computer, and it was super easy to mix and super easy to get things done. And I was also mixing on speakers in a treated room, right? Now, in June of 2020, COVID hit, right? And I had a studio completely set up for Pity Party. And this studio basically said, hey, for a year, we're not doing anything. They canceled all of my bookings, and I decided, okay, I think I'm going to take it online then, and then I'll just record, Pity Party myself and produce it, and then I'll send it out to a mixing engineer. And I bought that on Sound Better, which is a website I use a lot for mixing and mastering, and they have all that money still. There's $4,000 of untouched shit on there just for Pity Party. So that's the situation right now. But let me move into this. I had that studio, and my dad decided to come in and buy the house. And when he did, he said, hey, I'm gonna renovate this house since it hasn't been renovated since 1996. And I'm gonna kick you out to the garage, which I'm gonna renovate for you, and you can live there from now on. Now, I thought the garage was going to be way sicker because we were supposed to do a double story, and I was supposed to have a room, and then I would have my studio under me, and it would be a separation of church and state, right? That didn't happen because the permit process is a long time, and he just kind of wanted to get it done. Well, no fault on him, but he got it renovated, and then I was sitting in a 200 square foot space, with my bed, and I had maybe just enough space to fit my computer in and my desk, and it was really cramped, man, and the room wasn't treated at all, and I just got a MacBook, so I went from being all PC to MacBook, and then I had to redo my setup on MacBook, and I never made it comfortable to produce on my MacBook because I was I'm just gonna wait until I'm in a better situation, because I thought originally that I would potentially be able to have what I had before, which is a studio out in the garage and a room in the house. And unfortunately, that never happened. And because of that, I was going crazy during COVID. I couldn't record. I couldn't do anything. So I moved to South Dakota under the pretenses that, hey, if I move to South Dakota, I might be able to afford a house, which means that if I can afford a house, I can build a structure in the backyard, and I can have a separate structure specifically meant for recording and mixing and working. And that could be that could be my huzzah, right? That could be my treated room, everything that I ever wanted, and that'll be it. So that's where I'm at right now. That's why Pity Party really hasn't been done, is because number one, it's impossible to get into a studio right now, which I probably would do anyways just to get properly recorded, because I don't like recording myself. It's a lot of work. But on the flip side of that, I now have, I'm going full PC again. So I'm gonna that PC's coming. It was supposed to be here today, but it's supposed to be here on the 17th, but they're taking a little bit. I now have a vocal booth in here. I set that up. I'm going to be able to completely, my MacBook's all the way over there, but that's kind of an issue. I can't really work right now because of that. But I'm going to be completely on these screens and being able to use my own stuff, and that's going to make it so much easier for me to get stuff done. And, I'm hoping 2021 or 2022 will be a lot easier. And, I'll get into a house maybe in the middle of the year, and I'll, have a studio, and I'll do everything right. I won't have this huge pipe in it that's just super freaking loud. And we'll kill it. But that's kind of where I've been, and I feel bad that, some of you, I get asked a lot, like, where's Pity Party? And it's like, dude, I don't want to come off as the guy that, like, is trying to, like, use my audience in any way, shape, and form. All that money is in Pity Party. I didn't spend any of it on anything else. It all went to art and Pity Party itself. That's going to come out as a 4-track EP. I know how I want the songs to sound. I know how to perform them. I needed like a better recording environment. And I've been stuck, kind of in my own space of, I live in my studio space, which I used to have it separated. And I got to say, if you're working from home or you're doing anything like that, it is so important to have like your own separate space. I didn't realize that for a long time. And I didn't realize how good I had it until I lost that. And I lived in a fucking tiny little garage trying to mix songs and shit, and doing my job. And then like cooking. And if I cooked, I would smell what I cooked for 2 days. And it was rough, man. And, I'm not complaining about what I do for a living, because I made the conscious decision to like make it better for me and be separated from it by getting a new place and moving. But my gosh, it's a lot of work to kind of want to record an album and do it right, which is what I want to do. I don't want to have a mid album, man. I want to make music, and I want to make stuff that like sticks and people love, I feel like Stick Around was a really good song to start with. And I feel like what I'm going to make next with Pity Party and some of the songs that I have recorded as singles and ready for singles is going to be, pretty cool. And I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm sorry I haven't been streaming. I literally have taken this time off I've been reading all those books and traveling and spending time with family and my girlfriend, and kind of, getting away from the, hey, you need to spend 12 hours a day working mentality, because I did that to get to a down payment for a house, and then taxes are going to fuck me anyways. So you might as well just live your life and enjoy it, rather than always be working and ruining the other aspects of your life for the sake of maybe getting something that you want, when you can just take your time and get it anyways. So I'm sorry, that's kind of the situation. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good Merry Christmas and holidays, whatever you celebrate. I'll be posting the best of 2021 on Mr. Wobbles in the next couple of days, so go check that out. And that's kind of the video. I love that I have this I need to get rid of this thing. I don't know what it is. I just started noticing it recently. It's kind of nasty, but okay. Farewell.